Hello and welcome to the final episode of the Aus To Tas video series, episode 34. At first, we travelled 1,223 kilometres from our home through to the Megalong Valley, along to Genolan Caves, through Oberon into Bathurst towards Gundagai, and across the Wagga Wagga, across to Victoria, into Beechworth by the King Valley, Mansfield, and along into Melbourne. Which took us 23 days, 119 hours on the bike, 11,866 meters of elevation, 21 nights camping, 2 nights in bed, 2 rest days, 2 days of rainy weather, the longest riding day being day 16, 108 kilometers, the hottest day being day 18, 40 degrees, and the coldest day being day 5, 4 degrees. So then it was time for the next part of the riding adventure. Riding 983 kilometres, we arrived in Devonport, made our way along to Port Sorell, heading along to Launceston, Ben Lomond National Park, Derby, Cape Portland, along the Bay of Fires, St Mary's, Wineglass Bay, and to Moray Island. So now we were 40 days in. There was 105 hours of riding on the bike, 10,750 meters of elevation climbed, 16 nights camping, 2 nights in bed, 1 rest day, 3 days of rainy weather, longest riding day being 106 kilometers, day 26, hottest day being day 36, 16 degrees, coldest day being day 28, 4 degrees. We kept on travelling along another 583 kilometres around Moray Island, then along to Sorell, Port Arthur and into Hobart, then along to Kettering and then on to Bruny Island by day 50. There was 66 hours on the bike, 6,863 metres of elevation climbed, 9 nights camping, 0 nights in bed, 1 rest day, 1 day of rainy weather, longest riding day being day 43, 103 kilometres, hottest day being day 48, 36 degrees, and the coldest day being day 44, 7 degrees. Then I was trying to head up through the centre of Tassie for another 938 kilometres. So back through Hobart, up to Mount Wellington, along to New Norfolk National Park, Medina, passing through the Great Lakes, Leafy Falls, Deloraine, Mole Creek, Sheffield, and here, back into Devonport. There was 125 hours on the bike, 12,833 metres of elevation climbed, 14 nights of camping, 2 nights in a bed, 0 rest days, 1 day of rainy weather, longest riding day being day 52, which is 80 kilometres, hottest day being day 57, which is 40 degrees, and the coldest day being day 54, 10 degrees. Then as we reached the conclusion of our solo adventure on day 66 of the Aus To Tas bikepacking adventure. So after 3,730 kilometers of awesome adventures, 415 hours on the bike, 42,314 meters of elevation climbed, 60 nights camping, 6 nights in bed, 4 rest days, 7 days of rainy weather, the longest day being 108 kilometers, the hottest day being 40 degrees, and the coldest day being 4 degrees. Here we are, day 66. What an adventure. So many awesome people met. They were on an adventure of their own. So many cool people, man. epic camping spots and so many legendary locations. They were awesome, great camping spots. For me right now, in 2024, I finally finished editing this project. It took a little bit longer, but hey, it was an adventure. I've had a few adventures since then as well, and more on the horizon. More on that later. Let's jump into the episode of day 66 of the Aus To Tas backpacking adventure. It's early in the morning. We're gonna get up now to go see the boat come in. A special guest to come along. We woke from our playroom camp spot, so down the red slide we went. Good old juice, and cereal, wait. To sit by the ocean as the boat came in with our guests on board. You can see it very zoomed in. Spirit of Tasmania. Oh boy. Coming into Devonport from its overnight cruise. Oh yeah, my guests are almost there. They're just out there on the boat. You see it coming in close. Woo! Get excited. This I've been excited for the last couple of days and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it's not the end of my bike trip. It's the end of my solo trip in Tasmania, but I will be back to do the West Coast hopefully, and the world. No, I don't know. There's so many places around the world. Just choose one and go for it, I reckon. There it comes, the beast itself. Oh, look at that. Woo! You close. Yeah, boy. Go just pedal along to get a good view of the ship. Well, you don't need a bout. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yeah, it's still here. I'm just pedaling alongside the boat. Yeah, boy. Woo! I'm on the house side. There you are, I can see you. Hi. Yeah, boy. My guests are on the boat there. Guests there. See it, they're in the boat. Just got to wait a couple of seconds and they'll be on their way out. So awesome. You can see them right there. There they are, standing right there. You can see them. So there you go, me bro had finally arrived.
And our first guest has arrived. That's one of our guests. My family is here. So, holiday time. I mean, I've been on a holiday for the last 3 months, but yeah.
Welcome to Tasmania.
Yeah, welcome to Tasmania.
Step on the road.
Oh, you'll get to know Tasmania over the next couple of weeks. We're gonna do 5 AM crew. It's Mama Noodle guest. Our second guest has arrived.
You in a while?
And she's wearing a small top. Now we've got one more guest and maybe another guest, but he's back at home, little mob dude. So we're gonna find our last guest. He'll be coming out soon. That way.
South. Go to the north, whatever it's called.
No bikepacking adventures. We've got 2 walkers.
Then we took a mini walk to go see our last guest.
And it's our last guest. It's Dad.
Hello.
Hey again.
Hiya.
Our last guest has arrived. It's the family. Woo! Yeah. So since you're here, welcome to Tasmania.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that. Oh boy.
Can we take that back on the boat?
Look at that.
Yep, just had a good chat about what we're gonna do. So this is kind of the end of my solo adventure. So now I'll ride my bike a little bit and then chuck it in the car sometimes to get to the fun vacations and just enjoy a holiday. Woo! Even though this has been a big holiday. Josh is going on his bike tour. See you, Josh. Have fun on your bike tour.
We all headed to an all-you-can-eat to stock up on that food.
Great brekkie with the family.
So then we headed off on a family adventure for the next 7 days. Let's jump into the highlights of that. Well, I still have to ride on for a bit as I had limited space in the car till they set up a camp so I could chuck my bike in the back there later on. So on as I went along the beautiful back roads towards Mole Creek as the sun was shining bright, where we would continue to ride along as the day was hammering along.
Search you on YouTube.
I've got little business cards.
Look at the business one. Yes!
With the sun shining bright at sunset as we headed along towards Deloraine. Ironically, this took me 3 days before, when I did it a couple of days ago, to ride this whole section from Deloraine to Devonport, but I did it in 1 day today. Bit of ultra bikepacking, eh? We arrived at camp to a nice warm fire and an awesome dinner. So on to the first day of our family adventure. The sun was shining bright.
There we go, the finishing up of my bike tour stuff out on the campsite. We've got Father, we've got Josh, we've got Mum, and a wonderful tent.
So we went out for an explore for the first day, just chilling around the camp and in the bike have a rest. It was day 2 of the family trip. We headed to Launceston to Cataract Gorge Reserve to jump onto the gorge scenic chairlift across the lake.
Oh,
On the chairlift. Biscuit time. You gotta have your hummus, you gotta have your biscuit. You gotta have your hummus and biscuit.
We'll keep an eye out for the wildlife. We took a walk around, crossing the bridges and walking around the grounds. We cooked up some pancakes just above the pool after a wonderful day in Launceston. It was day 3 of the family trip, heading out past the town of Tofuri, Railton, where there were bushes cut into animals. Then we continued along the way to the Cradle Mountain area. So we jumped into a bus which took us up to Dove Lake and a wonderful family walk around the lake. Threw our backpacks on, we enjoyed the trail below the cradle. With the wonderful views of the lake. Of course I had to go for a dip in the lake. It was formed by a glacier millions of years ago. It was a little bit icy, and that lake is very deep in the centre of it. We continued to wander along the trails, as the trees created a bit of shade, as we headed into the forest with those spiky creatures. It was a great walk, and we had a nice meal to finish off the day. So it was day 4 of the family adventure. So I got pedaling along the lush green fields as the sheep were taking a nice little run along those fields, as I made my way to our next place where we were staying, in Ross. Day 5 was here, after a nice little stay in a cottage. We had a look around town, soaking up their food, and just a nice chill day. Day 6, we went for an adventure out along the east coast, near Wineglass Bay, and towards Hobart. Day 7, we made our way back to Devonport. With a spirit was waiting for us to hop onto, as the riding adventure would come to an end as we boarded the ship. As the sun set over the beauty of Tasmania, a second home it would become to me, as the following years I would return another 5 times before this video was released on the YouTube channel. You can check out some other Tassie adventures on my channel, e.g. Tassie Gift and many other ones.
I'm going to tie your bike up.
We would arrive home, reeling and ready to go for what an adventure was waiting for us. So in order to make this a full circle moment, I also saw James and Charlotte, the people I saw way back on that first day, in their car, along that exact same road, like way back in day 1 of the Aus To Tas bikepacking adventure. So now it's gone, full circle. Wow, there you go. Since going on this adventure as a 21-year-old in late 2019 to early 2020, a lot has happened, from editing these videos to helping out on some other projects, to losing friends of the world, to finding those special people all around. There's been a pandemic, new life adventures, feeling the lows of life at the same point at the highest moments of life, and so much more. So just wishing I was just chilling back in 2019 on the boat, near the water, with my fish and chips, feeling the true meaning of freedom. Which is not knowing what the day is, not knowing what the media is saying about the world, not being trapped on social media, just scrolling through, not knowing what to do. Just living in the moment of the ocean, the sun shining, the smell of the sea. The adventure is out there. And yes, this is only 4,000 or so k's from home. And yes, adventure is truly out there. The time is not waiting. So let this be the moment you begin the adventure you've been wanting to do. But hey, there's been plans that are slowly being formed and beginning to start. I've been to Tassie too many times since the Aus To Tas bikepacking adventure. Let's just say I've ridden another 6,700 kilometers in Tasmania, from being there 5 more times. I think it's time to take my bike across a bigger ocean gap. You know what I mean. And lots of adventures which I'm currently making videos for. Take the opportunity to begin that goal right now. Write it down. Form that plan to achieve it. Doesn't matter if it's small, it's a step towards something that is important to you. Important to you. There'll be things in the way, but it's worth it once you get past those little hurdles. There will be hard times, but the best thing you can do is to be you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little adventure to my home away from home. Don't let the moments in life get away, or the people in life get away. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. You can also check out the Aus To Tas GeoGuessr map on the GeoGuessr website, a link below, to see if you know where all the locations that I camped at along my entire journey. From all the way in the Blue Mountains, all the way into Tasmania and around every single camp spot. See if you can recognise them all. Good stuff. Check it out. I also want to give a big thanks to the people who've messaged me and to the people who I've spoken to. I've said some cool things about this whole adventure, so wow, I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And don't forget, if you've got any feedback, head to the link in the description and we can fill out all your feedback you want to fill about this whole entire adventure. Please do some feedback. So with that's the end of the Aus To Tas bikepacking adventure for now. Let's see where adventure will take us.
Ain't no way you just caught me now standing outside in the rain. It happened again. This ain't the same, but you're invisible. Your love's invisible. Tell me if it is invisible, invisible, invisible. Your love's invisible. No, no, no. Honestly, I was doing good without you, but you called and I can't say no, no way. It's all I can. Yeah, you put me on this merry-go-round, get me over this thing. I know you're entertained. All I want is a feeling up there. I may be blind, but it's you that can't say. I think you should know love's not into the cold. No, this ain't what it's supposed to look like, unless it is invisible, invisible, invisible. Your love's invisible. Tell me if it is this can't be good, no, 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 no. Invisible, invisible, invisible. Your love's invisible. No, no, no.
Don't forget, adventure is just outside your door.
So with that, we must close the book on this part of the Aus To Tas chapter. Wow. Good stuff.